Hello and welcome to Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast brought to you by Another Happy Studios. This week, we're out and about in bonny Scotland, but there's a full moon in the air.
I'm not even going to wait for the theme. I hate that so much.
Hello.
That was the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
What was wrong with it? It was beautiful.
I like... Did you work in oot and a boot just so you could do it?
It was on theme. It was beautiful. It was a lovely little way to start the episodes, and I think you'll find everyone agrees.
That's true. I'm often wrong in these things, so I understand.
Great. Well, anyway, Lawrence, hello. How are you? Who are you? What are we? Where are we? Help.
Okay, in that order, I'm Lawrence. I think you said, where am I? I'm at my house. No, who are we, you said? We are this podcast. What was the other thing you said?
Don't ask me, man.
Fair enough. Hello, Nathan. I'm well indeed. How are you?
I am very good. I'm not stressed. I haven't literally just finished work. I'm doing A-okay, Lawrence.
I feel like I've done you dirty the last couple of weeks. Didn't I get you recording at like 8 in the morning one week last week, and now I've got you straight as you finish work?
Yeah.
What is today? It's hump day. We're recording on a Wednesday. How's your week?
It's Monday, Lawrence, at 10 a.m. My week is, I don't know. No, I'll tell you what. It's shit. Well, hello, everyone. We'll get started with the episode in a minute. We love Doctor Who. It's shit because I had pretty much the past 2 weeks off work. So it was great. I was thriving. I was enjoying life. I was a beautiful little boy running through the recently spring. I don't know. The fields of spring is what I'm trying to say. Some shit like that. I don't fucking know. And this week I am back at work, and it's just suddenly like reality check. Like what an awful place to be. Anyway, I hate capitalism. I don't even work for a capitalist company or anything like that, but my job has nothing to do with capitalism. But it does, because I'm just going on a fucking rant now.
Yeah, I know.
Because capitalism is the reason I have a job, because I obviously need money to survive. I buy into the capitalist system. So this is the reason I'm forced to work however many hours a week. I don't want to give away my working pattern. So there we go.
It's the cruel cycle of life, isn't it? None of us want to support Jeff Bezos, but we can't deny Amazon has made our lives convenient and easy to a degree. You need a last-minute Christmas present. As much as you hate to admit it, Jeff Bezos has got you sorted.
Not me, I refuse.
That's not true.
No, it is. I've never used Amazon. Not like you, buying every fucking movie and TV show. Even if it's easily available on Netflix, you'll be like, no, just buy it on Amazon. I love giving Jeff Bezos money.
I like to have my catalogue, what can I say? I swear to the Church of Bezos every morning. I'm playing that Bo Burnham song on repeat. It's the only thing I listen to.
Great. Well, this is a fun way to start this episode of Still Got Legs, a Doctor Who Rewatch podcast, where we love to alienate our audience each and every week. How are you? Are you well? Good. So, what are we doing? Where are we?
Are you all right today?
No, I'm so stressed.
I've never seen you flounder this much.
I'm not floundering. I'm just... I need a holiday. I don't know if you know this, Lawrence, but I'm going to Greece soon.
I know you are. Haven't you been paying for Greece for 8 years now?
I pay next month. May is my final installment of it. So
it's going to feel good after that as well, isn't it?
Yeah. We all paid off, and I'll already go. We should probably get started with the episode.
Yeah, fuck really. Talking about your holiday.
No one's here to listen to me talk about Greece. We're here to talk about going to Scotland, Lawrence. We're having a family trip. We're going to bonny Scotland, Tooth and Claw, the second episode of Series 2. And let me just say, right up top, 4 words, what a fucking banger!
What's wrong with you today?
What do you mean what's wrong with me? It's a banger episode.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? It is. I'm like, I haven't revisited this in... To be fair, the last time I watched this was about 2 years ago or so.
Yeah.
Just because it is one of them ones that if you're in a Doctor Who mood, you'll put this is going to be in the lineup of probably top 10 that you'd put on. I'd say.
See, I wouldn't think it is. If I was thinking, oh, I'll go watch an episode of Doctor Who, this isn't one I would think about, and this isn't one that I would have really considered a banger until yesterday for some reason.
Okay, what did you have? Did you have like not fond memories of it, or just you never thought about it that much?
Never thought about it that much. Never really. It wasn't that I thought it was bad or anything. It was just literally like almost a nothing episode to me. Just wasn't one that was on my mind, really.
That's fair. Well, what now that you've seen it, so you think it's a banger?
Well, I saw it in 2006, Lawrence.
Oh yeah, well that's true. But now that you've refreshed yourself on it, Nathan, and you're able to see it in the context of being an adult, I'll tell you one thing that I went over my head as a child.
What?
They really let the editor fucking cook in the opening 30 seconds.
Yeah, they did. I have a note that just says crash zooms because
crash zooms. Also, the weird mix of crash zooms, but also occasional freeze frames.
Yeah,
like I'll be honest, right? That editor woke up and he's either. He or she is either an insanely talented editor.
Is the word you're looking for, Lawrence?
It's true. My sexism came out for a minute there. I do apologise.
He or she.
Or she.
Who's that? Who does that?
I don't know. It is someone, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to be someone. What a fucking pointless thing for you to say.
There's a comedian who has a bit on that. I can't remember who. Anyway, go on. Continue.
I'm sure they're great. Well, just know that they've been credited. We didn't come up with that absolute gold.
Or she.
Or she.
Is a very good comedian.
Basically, the editor is either absolutely incredible at their job.
Yes.
Or they woke up that morning to, like, cover for their twin, who was the real editor that, like, needed the day off, and they had no idea what they were doing, and they just smashed the keyboard and went, yeah, it works. But there's no...
As a man whose main profession is staying in bed till 12 o'clock and then
I get up every day earlier than you, Nathan.
No, you wake up at a ridiculous time, to be honest. You wake up so early. But then again, you go to bed at like 8 p.m. as well.
I'm an old man.
You're younger than me. What was I going to say? Yeah, as a professional, I guess, editor,
Thanks.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel about the work going on here?
Do you know what? It's admirable work, and it's as cheesy as it needs to be. I will say, like, if you're going to be nitpicky, it's extremely tonally fucking bizarre for the rest of the episode, which is like
nitpicky from a man whose main job is editing YouTube videos, critiquing a TV, fully fledged working for the BBC editor. This is what you sign up for, people. We've still got legs.
It's true.
Unearned criticism.
It's true. No, look, it's very strange, but it's mainly out of place because I don't think they've ever really done a high intensity thing like this before, to this degree anyway.
Not yet, really.
But yeah. But either way, good shit. The work that probably went into that was probably quite painstaking, so I respect it.
Oh, by the way, quick correction on last week's episode, because I don't ever listen back to the episodes except when I edit, but for some reason I listened back to that one, and we opened that episode by proudly and incorrectly saying that it was the first time that that dun 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 song had appeared. Dun, and then you said it was in the sequence in Rose where they go to the London Eye. It's also the very first song that plays in the TV show as well. Like after the main themes, it's like when Rose is going about getting ready for work and stuff, and she's with Mickey at the water fountain.
You're right.
Yeah. So it's probably all the way through season 1, and we were just like, oh yeah, this is the first time this showed up. I like this.
Yeah, because I remember now because she smashes the alarm clock and it goes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So little correction there.
We will endeavour to do better. Expect our Notes app apology on Twitter in the coming hours.
We can be better. We will be better.
And we'll be back once we've learnt.
Yes, like Martha Jones, we are coming back. What was I going to say? Okay, before we get really into the scene by scene breakdown or whatever the fuck we do here, just a general note about the episode up top, because this is about pretty much all of it. I didn't know Roger Deakins fucking shot this episode of Doctor Who.
What?
No, he didn't. That was just a joke because it looks incredible. I
got so excited then.
You stupid idiot.
Once again, there will be another Notes app apology coming for us. This fucking careless spreading of misinformation. It does look great though.
It looks so good. Like, it's like the difference is like fucking night and day between like even the last episode and this one. It's really well shot and it looks incredible. I
think the reasoning for that is probably because they've got everyone in period costumes. They've probably there's a nice kind of like wood aesthetic throughout the entire house, which is nice to look at. But also they found the most Scottish looking hill in Wales. And they've gone there.
You've never been to Wales in your life, and I can tell that every hill in Wales is all hills, man. It's all just fucking hills and fields.
Yeah, but they're recreating Scotland, and it looks good. It looks.
You want to recreate Wales? You want to recreate Scotland and Wales? Walk 5 minutes down the road.
Well, they did. I'm just saying that they did.
Yeah, it is easy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it's. They're not. They're all right. Then let's just say Wales looks like Scotland, and they're leaning into it for a change rather than going, what warehouse or quarry is available today.
They are. Yes, that's true. There is a big CGI mountain in the background though. So that's.
I can't say I noticed that. When was that? When they get out the TARDIS?
It's just the general shot of where they were. Just the establishing shot. It's like big mountain.
Fair. Do you know what? I'm gobsmacked that we didn't get a load of Welsh people doing Scottish accents in this. Like, for the most part, they seem authentically Scottish.
Yeah. That would have been weird, to be honest.
Well, but it wouldn't have stopped them, would it? Like, they've done it for almost every other place they've been to.
No, to be fair, they don't just get Welsh people to do English I was going to say British then, that's politically incorrect. Just Welsh people to do English accents.
Well, what about... They do. But they don't shy away from them being Welsh.
Yeah, they're just Welsh. Welsh people exist, Lawrence.
Well, they're
not a myth.
No, I know that they're not a myth, but they seemingly exist more than anywhere else on the galaxy. Like, they're everywhere the Doctor and Rose go.
Your Welsh bias is really... Welsh prejudice is really starting to show on this podcast, I reckon. You got such a problem with the Welsh for some... I love the Welsh. They're beautiful people. Yeah,
well, now you're just trying to get brownie points from the Welsh. Do we have any listeners in Wales? We've got to check the analytics.
I reckon we do.
We probably do. There's probably all the extras filming Doctor Who.
If you're from Wales, let us know.
Yeah, please.
I used to live in Wales.
I know, Nathan, no one gives a fuck. We've heard about your job. We've heard about where you live. Like, come on.
I like sharing my life.
I know.
It's not true at all.
Yeah, it's also very much not true. Nathan, the 10th Doctor is a punk. Yes.
He is a punk. He's rocking about the TARDIS. He's getting ready for a show with Rose. They're having a great time. I love that scene, man. It's a great
fun.
little scene. I love the way they're just like having a little sing along, and he's just beating the shit out of the TARDIS as the poor girl just tries to fly somewhere. No wonder she ended up in the wrong place. Like,
yeah, she's confused. She's like, "You're playing the music too loud. I can't focus."
No, I reckon she's like, "Well, fuck you then. I'm gonna take you here instead."
Yeah, talking a big game to Rose, are you? You can't even fucking steer the TARDIS right.
No riz.
No, he's got a bit of riz.
No, he's got riz.
That's something that I was going to say immediately. 10 and Rose of just like, because we obviously we spoke about last week and how for most of the episode Cassandra was body swapping in and out of one of them.
Yeah.
So this is not the first time and obviously in the Christmas Invasion the Doctor was asleep for 95% of the episode. Yeah. This is the first Doctor and Rose episode where they're primarily where there's no fuckery going on basically.
Yeah. It's just them.
And they are, and I've got to say, I think the 10th Doctor does have riz, and he's not even trying to have it, but they
have great natural
gel.
Chemistry.
Yeah,
and it's immediate. It's very clear straight away. They've clearly built up a rapport. They've got a relationship. I like that they they get excited over things. They're like Queen Victoria. like all that sort of shit. That's very fun, and they're all very just very fun little banterous moments between the two of them, which I enjoy. Like there's a bit of back and forth with the whole, the I'm not amused thing that's going on between them. And there's just one point where like Rose is trying to get the Queen to say it, and David Tennant's just got like a look of shame on his face, just really awkward. I want to laugh now, but I can't. He kind of looks like he's almost breaking character. Almost.
No, I like their back and forth is really fun. The jokes flying between them. Also, like they're doing a lot of stuff. Like when they're not in the focus of the shot, like you can see them giggling with each other.
Yeah.
When people are talking and they're just in the back of the shot. I like that the Doctor is a 900-year-old Time Lord, and even he knows what a despicable, conniving cunt Margaret Thatcher was.
I have a note on those too. I was like, based 10, H. Thatcher.
What just a human piece of shit.
I stood up and I cheered.
I stood up and I saluted. This is the Queen's speech for me. I was up in my seat. Oh no! I just realised eventually we're going to have to talk about Wilfred, but then also acknowledge the fact that he's a despicable royalist.
Oh, he's old. He's all right.
Okay,
he gets a pass.
We'll give it this one.
Yeah, he's all right.
Wilf is forgiven.
Yeah, he's the older generation, and he's a military man. He fought in the war, so.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is a surrogate for you.
Lawrence, don't bring up my daddy issues on the pod again.
Nathan loves Wilf. All right, I know you've been itching to talk, not about, but you brought it up a few times already, and you worked it into the intro. Perhaps one of the only times that David Tennant in the show has been just allowed to be David Tennant.
Yeah, and use his authentic voice. Let me just think about that. Has he ever done it again? I don't think he has.
He makes it. What I appreciate is that the easy choice would have been for him to just do his regular fucking normal voice, but he deliberately, like his voice work is so fucking good that he makes it sound like he's putting on a Scott. Yeah. It's so great how he does it.
Yeah, because it's a little bit more like high pitched than his usual voice, really. So yeah, he's quite good. I wanted to ask you, how would you feel like, or would you have preferred a 10th Doctor with David Tennant's regular voice as opposed to putting on the accent?
It's hard to say because obviously I'll never know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know that I like Peter Capaldi using his natural accent.
Yeah. I do too.
I'm a big fan. I think it gives him a bit of a unique identity. I like Jodie Whittaker using her accent.
Yeah. Sylvester McCoy was also Scottish.
Yeah, there we go. Do we know if Ncuti Gatwa's going to use his accent?
Well, we've only seen him with that one line, and it's so quick you can't really tell what
the hell is going on here.
Yeah, it's kind of London, but I don't know.
But then he says here is like here.
Yeah. I don't know. It's too. There's not enough of it to get a clear understanding.
No.
So,
to answer your question, I think it could have been really interesting, quite cool.
Yeah, it could have been good. And you haven't seen Broadchurch, I don't think. But he uses his natural Scottish voice in Broadchurch, and there's some lines which are just, I don't know. There's something about his accent and his voice which just make them hit so much harder because of it. Really. So it definitely would have been interesting to see. I don't know if it would have been better, but it would certainly have been interesting.
Thinking about it, it's kind of actually weird that he didn't, because like you don't think about it that much, but like. Christopher Eccleston used his northern voice. He didn't put on an RP.
Yeah.
Matt Smith is from London, did a London voice.
Yeah.
Peter Capaldi used his Scottish accent. Jodie Whittaker used her Sheffield accent, I think it is.
No, she's not from Sheffield. She's from Huddersfield.
There you go. Weird that he actually did put on an accent, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a direction from Russell, I think.
Racist Russ strikes again.
Yeah. I think there was a quote that was like he didn't want the Doctor like touring the regions or something like that. So he just wanted more of a standard bit of a Cockney bloke, really, I guess.
Fair. I don't think anyone would have looked at it as the Doctor touring the regions.
Yeah.
I think they would have just gone, he's an alien and he can be anything he wants.
Lots of planets have a Scotland.
Yeah. If they'd have lent into it and been tongue-in-cheek, I don't think it would have worked. If they'd have just made him Scottish and ignored it, it'd have been fine.
Yeah.
Oh, well. He's good at it. I mean, like, if he was distractingly bad at the English accent, it would have been fucking terrible. But he's not.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Do you remember where you were when you found out he was Scottish?
No, I can't remember ever that being any kind of distinctive part of my life.
Oh, I saw him on the Jonathan Ross show and I went, what? And my mum was like, he's from Scotland. And I went, that's ridiculous. He's not.
It's like when you realise, like, every single actor in an American, like, superhero movie is actually British.
Yeah, literally.
Spider-Man's British? Superman's British? Spider-Man's British again?
I'm almost
British?
convinced that there's actually no jobbing actors in New York because they just keep stealing them from London.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've been waffling. Where do we go? They walk out the TARDIS.
They walk out the TARDIS. Tennant has got some very flat hair again this week.
Yes.
He's not combing it yet. He's not got that hair gel out just yet. It's all quite flat and fluffy, which I quite enjoy, to be honest. I'm enjoying it more than the old wet look or whatever he's got.
I see. I don't think he ever looks too wet, apart from in his season in the 60th promo pictures. It just looks. I would not want to like you said last week. Ruffling David Tennant's hair looks quite nice.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to ruffle that.
Nah, and also you feel like it wouldn't move, like you'd be so in place and rock solid with hair gel.
Yeah, you know, like when you gel your hair and there's like clumps that are just like stuck together. Like,
that's what it looks like. Yeah,
it does. It does. I feel like they've like with that they've kind of like overcorrected because of like the 50th when he was just flat.
Yeah,
they've gone, oh no, we need the hair sticking up for some weird reason.
Oh, you mean in the 50th anniversary where he looked absolutely fine?
Yeah, exactly. He looks like David Tennant.
Fuck me. My God, I can't wait till Matt Smith comes back maybe one day and he just looks older and everyone's like, oh my God! Because he was fucking 26 when he played the Doctor.
Matt Smith still looks like 26 though. Like,
I don't think. You seen House of the Dragon? I know you have.
Yeah. He looks the exact. Granted, he's wearing a blonde wig, but other than that, he looks the exact same.
I think he's got a wizened face.
Nah,
but that's not for me to say. That's for the writers when he regenerates or something.
Oh, whatever. It's timey-wimey bullshit. They'll put something in. Yes, Ten's got some flat hair. Where are we going? Where's my notes? Rose has a little bit of a go at the Scottish accent. She's been ooting a boot. Good fun. I enjoy that.
Yeah. I very much enjoy the no.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, don't do that. Yeah.
and he's correct. She shouldn't do that.
Yeah, it's very bad.
It is.
Almost like you whenever you try an accent.
I was going to say, whose is better, mine or Rose's?
Definitely Rose's, because you are horrible at accents.
I don't think that's a fair assessment, Nathan.
Stop.
I think we're going to get people right in and say that mine is better than yours.
I'll cut yours out.
Oh, fuck. And then fair enough, then we won't receive that.
Well, there we go. Where are we? So Queen Victoria, she's getting attempts on her life or whatever. They're off to Torchwood.
They are indeed. They're off to the Torchwood house. Speaking of accents, Rose slips back into her Cassandra one by accident at one point.
Does she?
Yeah, she does her Queen Victoria voice.
Oh,
but it's just exactly the same as her Cassandra voice.
Well, that's just her doing an impression. That's just her doing a little thing.
Her little Cassandra voice.
No, she's doing an impression of the Queen. Because she goes, we are not amused, doesn't she?
She does. I'm just saying it's the same voice as the Cassandra.
But why would it not be? Because Cassandra was using Rose's voice. So why would it not be the same voice?
I don't know.
What point are you trying to make?
I don't know. To be honest, I didn't think we'd delve into it this deep.
Why would Cassandra inhabit Rose's body but somehow not use Rose and Billie Piper's voice?
I don't know. If you want my answer, Nathan, I don't know.
Well, then don't bring it up, you dickhead.
Fine, I won't.
Good. There's more dubbing afoot.
Oh, Nathan nitpicks a thing, he's back.
Yeah, well, I'm not nitpicking. I'm just saying it's noticeable this season. The dubbing.
Why do you think that is? Do you think they're maybe they're probably on a windy hill, aren't they?
Yeah, it's mostly the shots that are like outside on the hill or whatever. But
yeah. Oh, because it was on a hill last week as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Probably the same hill, but hey, it's more...
same hill, different angle.
Same hill, different angle, different CGI background.
Yeah, that'll do it. What do you? So we start getting. I tried to put when I was watching this. I tried to put myself in the mindset of someone that didn't know there was a big CGI wolf in the episode.
Right. Yeah,
and we're drip fed little bits of information, like little wolf teases. It's the guy tells a story about a wolf. There's a thing where she goes, "There's a full moon tonight," and then the guy goes like, "You better go and commit treason, otherwise your wife will be devoured."
Yes.
Good. I like a little bit because it feels like they're going to a manor house. It just feels like they're setting up for a big, like, Universal Hammer horror monsters type box episode, and it's fun. I quite enjoy the eerie setup before the reveal.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like if I didn't know there was a wolf, I probably would have figured it out with the full moon stuff, because what do you think of when you think of full? It's a wolf, isn't it? It's what's going to happen.
I think of Jacob from Twilight in his shorts.
Great.
In his jean shorts.
Great. Okay. Well, there we go. I've never seen Twilight. I've seen one of the movies, I think, and then none of the others. But I know everything about them. I know about the CGI baby. Don't do that.
Don't do that, indeed.
I know that Jacob falls in love with a baby. Don't do that.
Oh, I wish you didn't know anything about him, because we just absolutely add him to another Happy Pod schedule.
I mean, we still could.
We still can, but once the shock is gone of like Jacob is just suddenly a paedophile, it's hard to come back from that. And you'll see him in a different light throughout the entire saga now as well, because you know what he ends up doing.
Great.
Anyway, Jacob's in this episode. Well, I didn't write like scene by scene notes. So where do we head to once we get to the house?
So we go to Torchwood. So Torchwood, first of all, bit of fun. I don't know if you know this, Lawrence, but that's a reference to Torchwood.
I did pick up on that, but it took me a minute. Yeah,
it's a little subtle. You might not have quite picked up on it.
Yeah.
No, I like that though, because at this point, like we didn't really know what Torchwood was. Like, if you was just watching the show as it came out, you probably wouldn't have really remembered Harriet Jones being like, "And what about Torchwood?" or whatever. So you'd have been like, "Oh yeah, that kind of sounds familiar."
Yeah. It's just words, isn't it? And like Doctor Who is filled with words that come up. Like the Shadow Proclamation took them 4 seasons to get round to.
Again, it's only going to be like when the actual reveal comes, like later in the season. And again, same with the Bad Wolf thing, where you actually put 2 and 2 together and like, oh yeah, they have been doing that throughout the show. Like Vote Saxon, that's another one. Like those posters are everywhere in season 3.
I'm just thinking about it now. Like there's so many examples of them just set. Like Bad Wolf is one of them.
I literally just said that. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said Vote Saxon. Did you say both?
I said Bad Wolf before that. Yeah.
I think we can all agree that I said Bad Wolf.
Okay, great. Well, let's go back to the tape. Let's not.
I was gonna say, yeah, you really want to give yourself more editing work.
Yeah, no. So yeah, fun little Torchwood stuff. The guy who like owns the house, or was it Mr. Roberts or something?
I think that's his name. The kind of black haired, regular looking bloke.
The regular bloke, yeah, not like one of the bald monks, just like the owner of the house, who's like, "Hello, this is my house," or whatever.
The one whose wife is in prison.
Yes. She's not in prison. She's like, oh yeah, I get what you mean. She's
not imprisoned. I said imprisoned.
She's been imprisoned for her crimes.
No, I said she's imprisoned.
She's serving 25 to life.
I didn't say that. For fuck's sake.
Yeah. I know what you mean, though.
That guy. Good, fuck you.
Like, I don't know if I know him from anywhere, and I have never seen an episode of Downton Abbey in my life, but I'm almost willing to bet that guy's in Downton Abbey. And he's like, hello, I'm a butler or whatever.
He's either in Downton Abbey or The Crown, but there is no way that he's gone through his career without appearing in at least one of them.
He's definitely in like one notable period drama where he's playing pretty much the exact same role.
Or do you think it's just this? Do you think we just know him from this?
I mean, maybe that's possible, but like, no. I've not seen an episode of Downton Abbey. I've seen half a season of The Crown, But yeah, I'm sure he's in at least one of them. Are you looking it up?
I'm gonna try and find out. I love the idea of us being right about him being in The Crown or Downton Abbey.
All right, Edith and Nathan, cue some music while Lawrence looks it up.
Yeah.
A jaunty rhythm.
That is a bit.
A funky beat.
Okay, so I'm looking through now. He's been in The Bill.
The Bill.
He's been in Coronation Street.
Who's he in Coronation Street?
Do you really need me to click on the whole IMDb page for Coronation Street?
Does it not just say his name?
Adam Newbold?
I don't know. Is that the actor's name or?
No. The actor's name is Derek Riddle. Riddle me this, Derek. Were you in The Crown?
A mystery man, indeed.
Indeed. He's in Casualty.
Of course.
So
No, that's not the same as The Bill. It's the same as Holby City.
He was also in The Bill. I think that was one of the first ones I said.
Yeah.
So he was in Doctor Who.
Yeah, I know that.
I wonder.
That's why we're here.
If you knew that. Law and Order UK.
Dun dun.
He's got an incredibly BBC centric career right now. I'm going through it. He's been in Waterloo Road. That's another classic.
That's a great one. I was in Waterloo Road. For anyone who hasn't checked out Auntie Donna's Coffee Cafe yet, the second episode, there is a fucking hilarious little Law and Order parody, which I would highly recommend everyone watch.
I'll get on that now.
No. We got a podcast to do, Lawrence.
My mistake. So he was in Midsummer Murders.
Midsummer?
Yeah.
Midsummer?
Summer.
The A24 movie with Florence Pugh?
No, it says, that's how it's said in the thing. It's called Midsummer Murders.
Oh, not Midsummer Murders?
I thought it was Midsummer, but apparently it's not.
Oh.
And he was also in your favourite movie of all time, which is Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald.
Not true.
I've
also not even seen that movie.
Oh, he's in Happy Valley. That's another BBC banger, isn't it?
Wait, have I seen that movie? Which one's the newest one? The gay one? I mean, they're all gay.
They're all a bit gay.
I mean, they're probably not even gay. They're just like, oh, we're Dumbledore.
The Crimes of Grindelwald is the one we saw together, and we came out and we were like, that was one of the worst movies we've ever seen.
Is that the last one? The one with Johnny Depp?
Yes, not Mads Mikkelsen, Johnny Depp.
Yeah, because he gets recast in every movie, doesn't he?
Yeah, literally he's a different person in every movie. I'm talking about the one where he, on separate occasions, kills like 4 different babies.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that the one where they're like, like everyone's just stood in a room and they're like, here's my origin story, and now here's my origin story.
Just one by one, they go through the list of backstories.
Yes. And one of them was maybe on the Titanic or something.
I think there was like Ezra Miller was a baby on the Titanic, but then like wasn't. He was swapped out for another baby on the Titanic. There's too many babies in that movie, and too many of them die by the end of it.
What a bad movie. And what a bad woman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yes. What a terrible franchise. I'm glad it was cancelled.
Yes.
What a funny time.
And I'm glad nothing new with that is happening ever again.
Exactly. Correct.
Let me live in my fantasy world. Doctor Who, that's what we're doing.
Yeah. If you're sticking through this, sorry that we've like... This is probably a few people's like favourite episode of this era, and we're just like, let's talk about Happy Valley or whatever the fuck.
Look, it's great stuff. Vicky is so horny for ghost stories. They are dripping it through, like you said, but she's like, oh, let's have a ghost story.
Yeah,
in that exact voice. So,
she's a proper one like that gets around the campfire and is like, tell us, like puts the torch up to her face.
Yes.
She loves it.
She's very excited. That's good fun. The werewolf. So he's a wee little Scottish man.
Yeah.
I think he's quite like freaky and weird and intimidating. Like even when he's not the wolf, when he's just the bloke.
Yeah, he's definitely. Have they pitch shifted his voice, or is he just a kind of a high pitched Scottish man?
I think it's just a high pitched Scottish bloke. It's just his regular voice.
He comes across. So the black pupils are always simple but effective wherever they're used.
Yeah.
And he's just a bit of a creep. So what happens? Rose gets chloroformed and taken there.
Yeah, she gets drugged because she's naked or whatever.
Yeah. I didn't like. I know it's about the period stuff. I get that, but it feels like the amount of skin Rose has on show is not too dissimilar from other people's skin that is on show, like all the servers and stuff.
The servers were like head to toe, weren't they?
Yeah, but they're like, I think there was like some arm out and stuff.
I don't think so.
Well, anyway, what you're saying is you loved the nakedness and you wanted Rose to be more nakedness. Was that what you said? Because I can see your notes.
Just a little pause there while that's cut out.
Yes, he's a little creep. He's a little weirdo.
Yeah.
And he's... I wonder if... What did you hear Rose say when she starts pulling on the chain to escape once the wolf starts turning?
In general, or what?
Yeah, did you hear her say a specific line that stuck out to you?
I remember she says, like, that means you too, your ladyship, or whatever, to the lady of the house, because she's just like staring at the wolf or whatever. She's just watching the transformation. So is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so the line is, that means you, your ladyship.
Yeah.
I would have sworn blind that she said, that means you, you lazy shit.
Well, she didn't.
I know she didn't, but I went. Hang on, what?
Prime time family TV, Lawrence.
Get up, you little twat!
Why would she say that?
No, I don't believe that she did, but like it really caught me for a second. I went, hang on, what?
Oh, okay.
I remember this differently.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, the wolf begins to turn, and it looks really good. Doesn't it?
Until it doesn't. Yeah.
Yeah, until it immediately doesn't.
It looks great until you see the wolf. Really.
And you see, they did that same thing they did where they gave the cats like pus or something. They like had a weird freeze frame face and it kind of morphed. Yeah.
Look, it's the actual physical stuff they do all looks quite scary and intimidating. And to be fair, I think they do use the wolf quite effectively because he's not in it a whole bunch. It's quite they're selective with what they do show, which is using it quite well. But yeah, whatever CGI budget mention, it's not the best, blah blah blah. But still, it's effective. It does a good job. It's a big CGI dog.
I think they're starting to realise their limitations because, like, season 1 with the Slovenes running around Downing Street, that's like the poster child go-to image for that looks like shit.
Yes.
And I think this time, like, they did a bit of like wolf POV for like running down corridors. I was like, you're getting a bit more savvy with it.
You'll just see his arms pop out and he'll grab a man or whatever.
Yeah, and like he'll lean against the door, and David Tennant's on the other side. So you're mostly looking at David Tennant.
I saw that scene because it like when the wolf's on one side of the door and David Tennant's on the other. I was gonna like pause and like get a screenshot of that scene or whatever, and then tweet out, "I love Doomsday," the episode. No one is like the Doctor in Row.
Yeah, that's good. You should have done that. That's very good.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I reckon.
You still got time. It's only me that will know you didn't do it.
If you see that tweet when this episode goes up, well, there you go.
That's the backstory.
I decided to do it.
Nathan has entered his room of backstories to tell you the origin of the tweet. No, it's good. But they get themselves into the library area of the house.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it's very convenient out of the hundreds of books that they pick up the 5 that they need.
No, come on, that's unfair. They're looking through all the books.
I don't know if they are.
They're like looking through them, they're putting them down, they're grabbing the next one. There's probably like a big pile of them off screen, which you can't see. They're looking through those books.
I understand. It's a bit silly.
They're rifling through them. Shut up. That's a nitpicking point. You talk about me nitpicking.
It's true. You get that. You made me consider this on our other podcast once, and I'd never really looked at it.
Another happy pod available Fridays 10 a.m. where all good podcasts are sold.
But it was on the Grinch, and I said he gets picked on once, and then he goes to live up a mountain, and you went, no, Lawrence. The film is communicating that he gets picked on, not he got picked on once.
Yeah.
So I guess I would translate that into, I'm assuming they looked in more than the first book they picked up in this.
Yeah. Lawrence, when film is not literal.
when it isn't linear and all shown to me in a 3-hour sequence. Just throw my toys out the pram.
With that whole sequence though, like, you know, what I do really like is really good tension in that sequence, particularly like when they lock themselves in the library and there's just the moment of like the wolf's like he's not barging through the door, he's not bringing it down or anything, and they're trying to like figure out why and what's going on, and you just hear it like growling and like skulking around. You hear the footsteps and the breath, but you don't see it. You just see them slowly looking around, and then the realization and panic when there's the other door and the quick scramble and stuff. It's all really good tension there. So.
It is, and it's also it's quite a fun sequence because it puts like 4 good performers into a room and they have to just talk, and that's when Doctor Who is, we spoke about it at the end of season 1, like when it's the Doctor and the voice actor for the Emperor of Daleks, who is obviously just a good, either a real actor or like a whether he's just a voice actor or an actor. Do
you mean Nicholas Briggs?
Is that him?
Yeah, he does all the voice. He does the voice of all the Daleks.
Oh, that would make sense.
All the Daleks have the same voice.
It's a deeper one for the Emperor, isn't it?
Yeah, so they just make it a little bit deeper.
They pitch shift it. I understand. But what I'm saying is those scenes in Doctor Who, the solving scenes, are always really fun when the Doctor just gets the room and the space and can command it a bit.
I'm going to have a note on that. Let me see here. Oh, yeah, quick cuts while 10 figures something out. That, like, very much becomes a staple.
Oh, it does.
Things go on. It's something that comes up quite a bit. And I think this is the first instance we've seen it. And, yeah, it's good. I like that, where he's just, like, where he's having the moment of trying to figure stuff out and he'll be like, no, yes, oh. And it's, like, cutting between them and stuff. And then non-linear cuts as well, which I enjoy. It jumps about quite a bit.
Not me. When stuff isn't linear for me, I shoot my TV. Yeah.
This isn't right.
His head was just at a 90-degree angle. No. I like it. He can command the space. It's very good. So what happens? So he gets the so. But from my understanding,
showed off your ring again.
Oh, I can't stop myself. From my understanding, Queen Victoria has a big old diamond, and her late husband spent his life shaving it down.
You jump into the end here.
Well, that's the next thing that happens in the thing, isn't it? They're all in the room, they figure it out.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Go on.
What other things do you have to say that happened in that scene?
Well, a few, but go on.
Okay, no, take me there.
No, it's right, go on.
Okay, well, we'll circle back. But the late husband shaved the diamond down, and then I think the purpose of it was it got put in a big old telescope that everyone thought was just a fucked telescope.
So Queen Victoria's husband, Mr. Victoria, he was, I assume he was, no, probably not the king. I don't know how royalty works.
Someone called Wilf.
Get him on the phone. So him and Mr. Roberts' father, Mr. Roberts, they somehow knew this wolf was gonna trap her here or whatever, and they put another trap in place. But they were just really vague about it and and really the only way you'd figure it out is if you had a 900-year-old genius space alien there who could figure it out. Otherwise, you're pretty much fucked. Yeah. So good job, lads. Well done. I don't know.
Nothing better than just scholars that are intentionally vague and go, and then they die and they go, I've been clear enough in my instructions.
Maybe write it down, man.
Yeah.
Maybe like one day you're gonna be trapped with a wolf or whatever. Here, put this diamond in the telescope.
Or just say, probably don't ever go to that house.
Yeah,
that's what I would do.
They never intended to go there. To be fair, they was lured.
No, but I would just say to her, I'd be like, look, you're my wife. You probably can't ask me why, but I trust, and I know that you trust me. Just don't ever go to that house. It's a shit house. I'd make up stories. I'd be like, it's got bed bugs or something.
Surely the house is more key to their plan than the wolf's plan, though.
Yeah, I guess so. But then
because the wolf could trap him anyway. It's a wolf.
That is true. It is just a wolf.
Doesn't necessarily need. There's no part about the house which the wolf necessarily needs. So this is convenience, if anything.
So this dead husband is just a fucking idiot then.
Yeah. It's on your phone. Is that my phone?
No, it's mine. Yeah, so basically, so what he's done then is he's died without saying, here's an extremely complex, convoluted plan to get you out of an incredibly high-stress scenario. It will only work in one room of one house. Good luck.
Yeah, better hope that if the wolf does trap you, it's going to be in the house. And how do they know the wolf is going to trap her? Is that explained?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. It's good, though.
I like it. Look.
Like, I don't care about any of this at all.
I think I need to communicate that I don't give a fuck. I understand enough of it to go cool.
Yeah. I think if you think about any episode of Doctor Who for more than like 10 minutes, it probably falls apart a little bit. But I don't care. It's, it is what it is. I enjoy it.
Remember when Harold Saxon became the Prime Minister after 6 months of being alive or something?
Yeah, it was great. It was good fun.
Classic him.
There's a fun little moment which really made me laugh, where like they're escaping from the wolf or whatever, and they have to get out of a window, and then that like Mr. Roberts bloke, he's like, "Oh, my lady, I don't know, it's Scottish. Oh, my lady, I'll go first out the window. It's my honour to protect you." And she's like, "Yes, a noble sentiment. Thank you very much. You're a very honourable man." And Ted's like, "Yeah, can you hurry the fuck up? We got a wolf coming after us, mate."
Yeah, we do not need to be fucking dicking around like this.
Yeah. All these fucking decorums and fucking shit, man. Just get on with it. Let's go.
It is my duty to protect and serve. I just kind of boot out the window, move.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, so where do we go? So the queen gets bit and the wolf gets killed by some light, which is good fun.
Yep.
He gets killed by a big CGI telescope.
And the regeneration effect is used.
Is it?
The regeneration ringing sound effect is used when the wolf...
What, the little...
Yeah, you know the sound effect. We both know we're talking about the sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, but neither of us can do it, so
neither of us can recreate it, but we know what it is.
It's the one that is there for every regeneration.
Yeah, you're thinking about it now. That exact sound effect in your mind, it's that one.
The one that goes, go on, Nathan, tell him.
Like, I can't, but I know what it is.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So that they use that one, so the wolf is in the air. It sounds a bit like... Nathan?
It's like a little high-pitched thing. I don't know.
It's a little creepy ring.
Yeah.
Eerie.
I'll do an impression of it.
Do it.
Sorry, that was me just doing another impression. There it is in the background.
Yep.
You just hear it just a little bit.
It's very good of you that you've been able to do the accompanying music in your impression as well.
No, this is my impression.
It's a good impression. But yeah, they play that, so maybe they didn't know it was going to be the regeneration.
I'm doing an impression of Jodie Whittaker.
For fuck's sake.
That's the only sad thing.
Oh man, you sound just like it.
I do, don't
I want to know what happens next. Right then. Doctor Whoever.
Why are we listening to this?
I just want to play the regeneration.
Tag. You're it.
Oh, because they got the fucking Wonder Woman's theme, so...
It's not Wonder Woman's theme.
We'll get there.
It could not be more different from Wonder Woman's theme.
No, not the theme, but you know in Zack Snyder's Justice League, when every time Wonder Woman walked on screen, it went, ah! We'll get there eventually, but I fucking hate that Doctor theme. No, this is She With You, and I'm not talking about this.
Anyway, it's a good theme. That one.
That's Is She With You. That's not the Wonder Woman theme.
That's Wonder Woman's theme.
No, it's just used a lot in Wonder Woman. It's not her theme.
It is her theme. It's Wonder Woman's theme.
It's not. The song is called Is She With You.
So?
It's not, but that's not her theme.
Oh, okay. Just because it's not called Wonder Woman's theme on the soundtrack doesn't mean it's not Wonder Woman's theme.
Anyway, Doctor Who.
If it's the song that shows up, if it's the song that plays and shows up whenever Wonder Woman does, that's her theme.
I would argue that that's her fanfare and she has an actual composed
theme. Fuck off, you pretentious cunt, man.
Listen, Yeah, they
Anyway, regeneration noise. What was you saying?
So
about that?
no, just that it gets played. That was it.
I was great.
It's the whole note.
Okay. I'm glad we figured that out.
But Vicky knights him.
Yes, that was right. That was weird. I always remember that she knights them and banishes them. But then I was thinking, why bother? Why bother knighting them if you're just going to be like, right, get the fuck out then?
Why
like,
banish them?
Well, they're aliens or whatever. They're like...
Yeah, but she's still fucking pulling up air, isn't she? Like, that's because of them.
Yeah.
The doctor was like, your husband's been looking out for you beyond the grave. The doctor and Rose are thinking the exact same thing, that your husband was a fucking moron who would have got you killed.
But also, Lawrence, what you have to remember is Queen Victoria is a royal, okay? And royals are supposed to be inherently the most superior family in the whole fucking land or whatever because of some weird bullshit. So if there's someone who's clearly more superior and intelligent and just better than them, then they're like, can't be having this.
That makes sense.
There you go.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Fixed. Doctor Who, you're welcome.
That's why they're so
Why
keen.
Why do you hate that Jodie Whittaker theme? It's a good theme.
I just don't like it. It's such a weird departure from other Doctor themes. It's so like in your face. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it.
What the nice melodic what's the word I'm looking for?
Melodic?
Melodic, yeah, melodic.
Melodic.
I don't know, whatever you just said. The nice whatever you just said theme is too in your face as opposed to dun 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 dun.
Yeah, because what I'm saying is that stays kind of a consistent level. So you can have that under a speech, you can have it running through a corridor, right? You can have that in all manner of things.
Yeah.
The only time, like, I've just never enjoyed its use. Maybe it's less the song, more about where it appears, because it just never feels that exciting. It just always feels like Jodie Whittaker's in the middle of a speech, and then she'll be overcut by just someone going ah, and I'm like, I cannot hear Jodie Whittaker, and I want to hear.
I don't think it ever comes in that loud.
It's loud enough.
I don't think.
Maybe I'm boosting in my mind because I just find it not great.
You have a habit of taking stuff and exaggerating it to the fucking nth degree make it the worst thing ever. You do that quite a lot. So I think that's what you've done there.
I can't help but be right.
My favourite theme is the 12th Doctor's. But there we go. Anyway, that's a different conversation.
I'll tell you what my favourite theme is, Nathan, and you can play it right now.
Weirdo of the Week! Weirdo. Yes, this is Weirdo of the Week, everyone's favourite part of the show, where we get to take a moment to reflect on the weird and wonderful and grubby little characters who come across our TV screens each and every week while we're watching this silly little show. Lawrence, who is your weirdo for this week?
So my weirdo is actually a character we know very well, because it's Rose.
Rose.
My weirdo of the week is Rose. What happens is you've got the two Scottish blokes. One is the one that everyone keeps calling a traitor for some reason, even though he just wanted to save his wife, and everyone's kind of like, you should let your wife die because we love the Queen who's 90 or something. So you got the other guy that calls him a traitor 24/7. And what I quite enjoy is how he goes, Queen, it's been an honour. You're a piece of shit. Fuck you. I hope you die. I'm going to hold him off for you. So then he stands there, right, shooting at the wolf. Rose stands there next to him, watches the wolf run the entire way to him, half kill him, and then the doctor's like, Rose, we need to go. So that man has died going, I'm going to hold back the wolf so you guys can run. And Rose waits until the wolf is fully done eating him to then run. So that's why she's my weirdo.
All right. Fair point, I guess.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, though. I like the fascination of it, the morbid can't look away,
I'd look away,
transfixed on it.
I'd be gone. She's next, mate. She'll die in a minute. Leave. I'd be out the door.
All right. Well,
To be honest, I wouldn't be in this scenario, Nate.
if it was simply me, I would just no wait. If it were me, I would just simply not go to Scotland.
Yeah, exactly.
Checkmate, wolf.
Exactly. Then,
What are you gonna do?
the wolf is stuck.
Checkmate. I'm not in Scotland.
Yeah. Try and have the Empire of the Wolf now or something, you loser.
Now I have simply destroyed the wolf with facts and logic.
Oh, yes. Nathan, who is your weirdo of Le Week?
My weirdos
Ooh.
of the week are.
Is this a first?
I think it might be a first, actually.
Interesting.
My two weirdos of the week are two that you actually mentioned in yours.
Oh.
And it's to do with like the same sort of segment. In this episode, there's not one, not two. I know it is two. There's two. There's two Scottish people who choose to sacrifice themselves for the Queen. Mm-hmm. Not a fucking chance is that happening. I don't know if you've ever spoke to a Scottish person in your life, but there is not a chance on hell that they would give up their life for any member of the royal family.
That's so true. I never considered that.
So for that reason, both of them are my weird of the weeks. Also, just choosing to fucking sacrifice yourself for a royal in general. Get over yourself, man. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah. Look.
I'm a royal. Fuck off.
Yeah, Nick. I don't care if you die. Have the Empire of the Wolf. I don't give a fuck. To be honest, the Empire of the Wolf is probably better than the Empire of the fucking Windsors or whatever. Like,
it would be more interesting, at least, if the royal family was a wolf.
They'd have less of a fixation with paedophiles, probably, as a wolf.
Yes, the only good thing about the current royal family is that, like, next week I get a day off work or whatever.
I'd say the only good thing about the current line of the Modern Family is that most of the really terrible ones are old enough that they'll be dead soon.
You said Modern Family. I love that show.
It's a good show.
It's a good show.
Basically, if this in real life, if this has happened in Scotland, Australia, or Ireland, the Queen is just done. Because ain't none of them getting up.
Oh, Wales, or basically anywhere that isn't England, really.
Yeah, anywhere that isn't 50-plus-year-olds in England.
Yeah.
When are they all gonna die?
Hopefully soon.
Oh, come on, chop. It's been since 2006.
Well, they won't, Lawrence. Well, they'll die, but then they keep making more of them, Lawrence. That's the issue.
Yeah.
They keep recycling.
Look, you can't help the family you're born into. I just hope that the young ones grow up to not be as big of conniving fuckheads as the other ones. Which was a great episode.
Yes.
Nathan, I don't know if you're aware of this, but we actually have two podcasts. This is one of them. And we have another one that is called...
Do you want more of this?
Yeah, woo, can't wait.
I want more of this. Well, we have a treat for you.
Weirdly enough, the roles have reversed. This used to be more formal than our other one, and now the other one's more formal than this one. This one is just a free-for-all, and sometimes we talk about Doctor Who.
Lately, I've been listening to another podcast lately. Zachary Wayne from Auntie Donna. He has a podcast called Mission Zach's Leguizamo Rama, which is where him and his friend Mish, who's been in like other Auntie Donna sketches, they do a podcast all about famous character actor John Leguizamo, and they literally just going through his entire like IMDb. Like if he was in an advert, they'll do like a whole episode on that advert. But like my favorite thing about that podcast is like it's mostly just Mish and Zach, two mates, just talking and having fun, and then like at 5 minutes at the end they'll like talk about the John Leguizamo thing, which is quite fun. It's very funny.
That's the most fucking. I thought this was somewhat niche. Fuck me.
It's very niche, but it's very good.
That is quite good.
So yeah.
But
there we go.
As we were saying, if you do want to hear more of this, we have another podcast at Another Happy Pod on Twitter. Give it a follow. They go out Fridays at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
These go out Monday.
The most recent episode was all about The Mandalorian. We haven't recorded it yet, but
we know for a fact it was about that.
Yes, there we go.
So tune in. We had certainly a time. Not sure if it was good or bad yet.
Time will tell, but it has told you.
Yes, well done.
So there you go.
Follow us on Twitter at StillGotLegsPod. Give us a review. Share it with your mates. Spread the word to the Whovian fandoms out there. Any of your Whovian boys and girls, spread it like the plague. We want to be in your homes. We want to be on your speakers. We're on your televisual screens. We are on your idiot's lantern. Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Very good.